She was just a barista serving coffee at a military charity event. When she mentioned wanting to try the shooting range, the soldiers burst out laughing. "Sweetheart, this isn't a video game," one of them said. But then a 3-star general walked by, stopped dead in his tracks, and stared at the small tattoo on her wrist. What he did next left everyone speechless. What city are you watching from today? If this story resonated with you, hit subscribe and follow for more stories about extraordinary people. Maya Rodriguez had been pouring coffee at the Veterans Fundraiser for 3 hours. At 26, she'd worked at the same downtown Seattle cafe for 4 years, saving every penny she could. The event was held at a private gun range, and between refilling coffee urns, she couldn't help but watch the veterans coaching young recruits at the shooting stations. "You look interested," said an older woman named Carol, one of the event organizers. Maya smiled shyly. "I've never held a gun before. It looks difficult but fascinating." Carol gestured toward the range. "Want to give it a try? We've got instructors here all day." Before Maya could answer, 3 young soldiers in their early 20s approached the coffee station. They'd overheard the conversation. "Oh, this should be good," one of them said, smirking. His name tag read, Stevens. "Let me guess, you played Call of Duty once?" His buddies laughed. Another one, Jenkins, added, "Ma'am, no offense, but the kickback alone would probably knock you over. These aren't toys." Maya felt her cheeks burn, but she kept her voice steady. "I understand that. I just thought it might be educational." "Educational," Stevens repeated, making air quotes. "Look, why don't you stick to what you're good at? We need more coffee anyway." Carol frowned at them. "That's enough, soldiers. Show some respect." They walked away chuckling, and Maya felt small. She'd dealt with dismissive comments her whole life. Too quiet. Too small. Not strong enough. Not confident enough. She was used to being underestimated. "Ignore them," Carol said kindly. "Young and cocky. They'll learn." Maya nodded, but the moment had passed. She went back to arranging pastries, trying to shake off the embarrassment. 20 minutes later, the crowd near the entrance began murmuring. Maya looked up to see a distinguished man in his late 50s walking through, wearing a uniform adorned with medals and 3 stars on his shoulders. General William Hutchinson. Even Maya, who knew little about military ranks, recognized the authority in his presence. He made his way through the crowd, shaking hands and thanking volunteers. When he reached the refreshment table, Maya straightened up. "Coffee, sir," she offered. "Please," he said warmly. "Black, no sugar." As Maya poured, her hand emerged from beneath the long sleeve she'd been wearing. On her left wrist, barely visible, was a small tattoo, a crosshair symbol with the numbers 0.3 beneath it. The general's hand froze halfway to accepting the cup. His eyes locked on the tattoo. "Where did you get that?" His voice had changed completely, sharp and focused. Maya's heart raced. Had she done something wrong? "It's personal, sir. Just a reminder of someone important." "Who?" The general wasn't being rude, but his intensity made her nervous. "My brother, Diego. He was a Marine Scout sniper. He died 4 years ago in Afghanistan." The general's expression softened immediately. "Diego Rodriguez. 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines." Maya's eyes widened. "You knew him?" "I presented his silver star to your mother," the general said quietly. "He saved 12 men before he was hit. One of the finest soldiers I ever had the honor of meeting." That number, 0.3, that was his personal record, wasn't it? .3 MOA accuracy at 800 meters. Tears sprang to Maya's eyes. "You remember." "I remember every one of them," General Hutchinson said. Your brother talked about you constantly. His little sister who was going to change the world. He paused. He taught you to shoot, didn't he? Maya nodded. Every weekend from the time I was 12 until he deployed for the last time. He said it was important I knew how to protect myself, but also that I understood discipline and focus. By now, several people had gathered, including Stevens and his friends, looking confused. The general's voice carried across the range. Stevens, set up Station 4 with the M110. Long-range targets at 600 meters. Stevens stammered, Sir, I'm not sure what. That's an order, soldier. 5 minutes later, Maya found herself lying prone on a shooting mat, the general beside her, a semi-automatic sniper rifle in her hands. Her heart pounded, not from fear, but from the flood of memories. Diego's patient voice. His steady hands guiding hers. The smell of gun oil and desert sage at their practice spot outside Tucson. Diego taught you the fundamentals, the general asked. Yes, sir. Breathing, trigger control, reading wind. Show me. The crowd had grown. Everyone wanted to see what was happening. Maya blocked them out. She did what Diego had taught her. She breathed. She calculated. She remembered his words, don't aim where it is. Aim where it's going to be. She fired 5 rounds. At 600 meters, all 5 shots clustered within a 4-inch group, with 3 touching the bullseye. The silence was deafening. Then the general started clapping, and the entire range erupted in applause. Stevens stood with his mouth open. Jenkins looked at the ground. General Hutchinson helped Maya to her feet. Your brother would be very proud. That grouping would qualify you for advanced marksmanship in any military branch. I just wanted to honor his memory, Maya said softly. He believed in me when no one else did. This tattoo, it's not just about his record. 0.3 was also what he called his margin of error in life. He said if you're not constantly trying to reduce your margin of error, you're not really living. The general turned to address the crowd. Let this be a lesson. Never judge someone's capability by their appearance or occupation. This young woman just outshot half the people here, and she's never served a day in uniform. She honored her brother by learning his craft, by maintaining his discipline. He looked at Stevens directly. Respect is earned, but it should also be given freely until someone proves they don't deserve it. This woman deserved your respect the moment she showed interest in learning something new. Stevens stepped forward. Ma'am, I owe you an apology. That was disrespectful and ignorant. Maya nodded. Apology accepted. We all have something to learn. After the event, Carol approached Maya. That was incredible. Are you okay? Maya smiled, touching her tattoo. I'm better than okay. For 4 years, I've carried Diego with me but felt like I couldn't really honor him. Today, I realized I've been honoring him all along, just by not giving up when people doubt me. What's next for you? Carol asked. I don't know yet, Maya said. But I'm going to stop making myself small to make others comfortable. Diego never did. And he wouldn't want me to either. Sometimes the people who doubt us the loudest are the ones who need to learn the biggest lessons. And sometimes the skills we carry aren't visible until we have the courage to show them. Don't let anyone's mockery stop you from trying. You might just surprise everyone, including yourself. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button and subscribe to Soul Relief Stories for more inspiring tales. Drop a comment and tell me about a time someone underestimated you. Remember, your story matters. See you in the next one.